Hi, do you like chips? We don't have any, but I thought I should ask. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah!
We're not on Instagram! Alright.
Silence. Sorry.
Every time.
I had to do it once today.
I know
I'll
you
do it
did.
again.
Alright. Welcome from a hat, the show we draw a topic out of a hat, just like it says in the title. I'm Ben.
I'm Phoenix. Reluctantly Will.
Harold.
Fucking really?
Sorry, I meant to say I'm reluctantly Will.
Ugh.
It's been a while, guys.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not even mad.
Oh no.
Who's drawn out of the hat?
I believe
It's Phoenix.
it is. Oh, it's Phoenix.
Alright, Phoenix, draw out of the hat.
Okay, where is the hat?
I've got it.
It is there. And we've got.
I love how no one can ever hear us draw out of the hat, so they've just got to take our word for it.
Yeah,
There is a hat though.
there is
There
a
is,
hat.
we
We
swear.
do draw.
And
We
today's
draw
topic is...
happy pictures. The topic is the Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes! That's the Looney Tunes, right?
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, what are you singing?
Yeah,
I
it
was like, oh, I got it. I got it. I
It
haven't
didn't
watched
sound like the Looney Tunes. when
It
you
was a
first
slow
started.
start, but it ended
It-
well.
it ended-
You ended solid.
Well, do you just want me to just use the Space Jam thing?
No.
I like that. I'm happy with that.
No.
Oh, I'm using the Space Jam thing now.
No,
I
no, no,
believe
no,
I
no,
can
no, no.
fly.
No, I'm gonna use,
Yes.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Space Jam isn't that good.
Space.
I just want to see your reaction to that.
Okay, we're starting on this.
Get the fuck out.
Alright.
So Space Jam.
No, come back!
Space Jam is a modern marvel, a cinema masterpiece.
Wait, are we just talking
The
about
fact
Space
that-
Jam? Okay.
The
We're
fact
starting with
that-
Space Jam.
The fact that they had Michael Jordan in it and he didn't suck because he's a wonderful actor.
Yeah, sure.
He's about as good as Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq is the best.
Have you seen Steel?
I saw the video.
No,
you
I've
showed me
seen the
of
trailer
Steel.
for Steel.
Steel's hilarious.
I don't think I'll ever watch it though.
It's hilarious. Like Space Jam.
I don't remember Space Jam to be honest at all.
Space
Don't
Jam.
you? It's got a fucking
I watched-
Pulp Fiction reference.
I watched it once and then I was like, yeah, that's all I need. This.
Space Jam used to be one of my favorite movies as a kid. I mainly loved it for every time you would put it on, because this is back in the time of videotapes.
Oh, you're going to talk about how they had that music video?
The start of the tape is "I Believe I Can Fly"
Yeah.
by Ray J.
That's R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, it is R. Kelly, isn't it?
It's R. Kelly because...
I never had Space Jam on tape. I just watched it on
But yeah,
TV.
you would put the tape at the start, and it starts with like
Yeah.
that song, "I Believe I Can Fly," and then it's like, sweet, I'm pumped for a movie that's got almost nothing to do with that song.
It's got I Believe I Can Fly, and the music video has Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan in it,
Mm.
and it's really weird.
It's
I
really
have
weird.
seen that.
Yeah, you've seen that music?
Yeah.
This is great.
I don't know how. I don't have it on
Oh,
tape.
Harold's the odd one out, which means Harold's the loser.
I remember none of Space
Wait,
Jam.
there's no on
except for
tape,
the little
is there?
alien and Bugs Bunny. Is...
Well, do you
Let-
remember Lola Bunny?
yeah.
Because that was her introduction to
Yeah.
the Looney
Yeah.
Let me
I
tell
remember-
you
kind of
the
a letdown
tale of
then.
Space Jam, Harold.
Yep.
It was bound to happen. So, there's these aliens, right?
Yeah, I remember the aliens.
They're
They're
called
like
them-
little ones, right?
Yeah. They start off tiny, and they've got a big guy. I think he's voiced by Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito?
Probably Danny DeVito.
Yeah, there's a big alien who's voiced by Danny DeVito, who's
Yeah.
a scumbag who runs a theme park in space.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, the alien or Danny DeVito?
The
Both.
alien. He's also... he and Danny DeVito are pretty much the same. I imagine this man is what Danny DeVito is in the real world. Okay? You follow me, Harold?
I'm following you.
Good. Right. So, the alien is watching TV and he's like, no one's coming to my amusement park. And he's all like, oh, and Looney Tunes is on for some reason?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So he's all like, I'm gonna get the
It's on a
Looney...
lot.
Is it?
Yeah, Looney Tunes is on a lot. Even though it's pretty much like at least it was when, we were younger. It was
True.
on a lot.
Anyway, this guy's like, oh, these guys are funny. I'm gonna get the Looney Tunes. So he sends his little aliens down to Earth with him to get the Looney Tunes. And we cut back to Earth. And we see the Looney Tunes. And there's Bugs Bunny in that. And they're doing their thing. And the aliens land and the show, goes off the air. And it's at this point that we find out that the Looney Tunes are real. In this universe, their show, they're fully aware they're in a cartoon.
This is still the same world as Back in Action as well, right?
Yes.
yes.
Like the masterpiece Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Are you smack talking Back in Action?
No.
Because
feel like
Brendan
I've missed-
Fraser.
He's amazing. Anyway, go on with Space Jam. Go on with Space Jam.
We'll get to Back in Action next.
Yes.
I've never seen it.
We got to explain it to Will and Harold. But anyway,
I
right.
may have seen it, I just don't know if I've seen it.
Yeah. Phoenix, if I missed any points, help me out here because I.
Michael Jordan's quit basketball. He's a baseball player now.
Makes sense.
Which
Everything
is what he
sucks.
was doing in the real world.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he sucks at it.
He
Yeah.
does.
Like he did.
Like he does in the real world.
Yeah.
And so the aliens come down to Earth with the Looney Tunes, and they're like, "We're taking you to this theme park." They're like, "No, you're not." And they're like, "Fine, basketball us for it."
Yeah. They're like, we're gonna challenge you to a basketball game, and if you lose, you come into space.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And if you win, you can stay on Earth.
Yeah. And
In short,
aliens become a big alien, don't they?
yeah. And what happens is Michael Jordan's kids are fans of the Looney Tunes.
Who isn't?
And they're watching the show, and they're like, "Oh, Bugs is gone," and everyone in the world's like, "Why aren't the Looney Tunes on their show? They've just got like backgrounds. Nothing's happening for like a half hour. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Wile
So-
E. Coyote's still with it.
Yeah.
He would be though.
Yeah, I thought it was like just a couple of people trying to do the show without the main cast.
No, because Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner are in the middle of their show, and a meeting is called
Yeah.
for all the
Oh,
Looney
okay.
Tunes. So they run off to go to the meeting,
Which shows that every episode of the Looney Tunes is
It's
filmed live.
which is
Makes sense.
awesome. But anyway, so the aliens decide we need to get good at basketball because we're small. So they get a magic basketball that can absorb talent, and they put it into play in a basketball game, and all these great basketballers touch the ball and have their talent absorbed and become terrible at basketball. And so the aliens get the basketball, and they all put their hands on it, and they all grow to great heights and become great basketball players and call their team the Monstars.
Makes sense.
Pretty good.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So, the Looney Tunes are like, we're fucked. We
That's
need
true.
the best basketball player ever to help us win. So, we cut to Michael Jordan playing golf with his mates. And Bugs Bunny and I think it's Daffy? Yeah, it's Daffy and Bugs.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Are underneath the golf course with a magnet, fucking around with his golf ball to lure him closer to the hole. So, he goes to the golf ball hole to get his ball. He puts his hand in, and they use a big vacuum, I think, to suck him into the Looney Tunes world.
Yeah.
Which is underneath our world.
Mm.
Meaning the Looney Tunes live in the center of the earth.
Okay, cool.
So,
On a journey there with Brendan Fraser.
yes.
But
In
more
a-
about Brendan Fraser later.
And a depressing sequel to that movie with The Rock.
Ah, The Rock was good in it though.
The Rock's good in everything.
Yeah,
You guys talking about The Journey too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just Journey 2.
That wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
Rock was good in
I
it.
felt like the first one was okay.
They're
First
all
one was
okay, but they're not Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
That is true.
So, the Looney Tunes have kidnapped Michael Jordan, and they're all like, we need your help, MJ. And he's all like, you guys are fictional. And they're like, no, we're not. See, we're real. And he's like, okay, what do you want me to do?
And then Bugs Bunny kisses Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny kisses Michael.
everyone.
He kisses Michael Jordan to prove he's real, and Michael Jordan's like, alright, I'll help you win this basketball game, I guess.
I thought he was like, I don't play basketball anymore. They're like, you do now.
No, he was like, I'll
I
help
thought
you.
it was like that kiss sent me flying. I love it. I'm in.
No, he was like, I'll help you, but I need my stuff. And Bugs and Daffy are like, okay, where's your stuff? And he's like, it's in my house. So they go to his house under cover of darkness, and they break in, and like his pet bulldog tries to eat them, but doesn't. And Bugs and Daffy run into Michael Jordan's kids, and they're like, we need his sneakers, and his gear, and his water bottle. And they're like, okay, here's our dad's stuff. And it's at this point that you realize that Michael Jordan's vanished for an extended period of time, and no one's filed a missing persons report,
Mm.
which
Doesn't have to.
which is terrifying.
Yep.
But anyway,
He's only got kids. Doesn't matter.
and a wife.
Ah, she's fine. She
Yeah,
can look
but-
after them.
A wife can look after herself.
So the Looney Tunes tell Michael Jordan's kids, don't tell anyone that we're real or that we've kidnapped your dad. And they're like, okay. And so they fucking go back to the Looney Tunes world, and Michael Jordan helps train them. And he's doing tryouts to set up the team, and they all suck. So he picks like the all-star Looney Tunes. So you got Bugs, Daffy, Yosemite Sam, Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote's in it, yeah.
Elmer Fudd, and he's like, we need one more other than me. And they're like, okay, well, fucking, who's that? And then in walks Lola Bunny.
Okay, girl Bugs, yeah.
Yeah.
Which Bugs is pretty much a girl already.
Yeah.
No.
Bugs is a cross-dresser.
Cross-dresser. It's different.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. Not saying there is.
But anyway. And
So
Lola's,
in walks a sexy rabbit.
Well, in walks a female rabbit.
No.
who is depicted as being sexy.
I know she's depicted, and it's not wellly depicted.
She's a rabbit.
Yes,
If she doesn't look like a rabbit, she looks like a chick
Can you
with
keep
rabbit
it in your
ears.
pants, please?
I don't have pants, Harold.
Oh, Jesus.
He is, you gotta remember, he's recording in the nude, mate.
Always the nude.
Because
It's
we're
the
not-
same.
Normally he's recording in just a t-shirt, but we're at someone else's house today, so he's recording in the nude to be more comfortable.
Yes.
Anyway, so Michael Jordan's like, you're good at basketball, Lola Bunny, you're on the team. She's like, cheers. And then Michael Jordan and the fucking Looney Tunes start playing, and the referee of the basketball game is Marvin the Martian.
Yeah.
Because he's impartial, because he's a space alien and a Looney Tune.
Yeah. I like Mark.
Very clever. So, I can't remember, do they recruit fucking, what's his face from Seinfeld?
No. Into the team?
No, not into the team, but into the...
You put Newman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Newman from Seinfeld.
He was in every movie back, like...
Yeah.
He's on the team.
I don't remember him being on the team. Probably is.
He's there somewhere.
He's on the team, I remember. Somehow they get Newman from Seinfeld for some reason.
Newman.
He was golfing with Michael Jordan.
They're friends.
I guess. That's weird.
They're all friends.
And at some point during the game, he also doesn't he also recruit Bill Murray from Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Bill Murray's in
yes.
it for like a cameo.
Bill Murray's in
Yeah.
it, yeah.
At some point, someone gets injured and Bugs gets injured and Bill Murray subs in for no reason.
Wow.
Which implies that Bill Murray lives in the Looney Tunes world, which I love.
I can believe that.
That makes sense. Have you seen Bill Murray recently?
Yeah. But that's not until, like, the end of the game. So,
Yeah.
for the first half of the game, the Monstars dominate. And then during halftime, Michael Jordan's like, shit, I need to help them out. So he gets a water bottle, and he just puts water in it, and he goes, this water isn't water, it's talent. You drink this, you'll become fantastic at basketball. Trust me. So the Looney Tunes are like, okay. So they all have a swig of this water bottle.
Placebo. Is
Yeah.
that right? What I'm
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And they all suddenly become amazing at basketball because they've got confidence in themselves.
Yes.
And there's an awesome bit where Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd do a Pulp Fiction reference, where they're both in suits and they point guns at one of the Monstars, and the Pulp Fiction theme plays.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
For a kid's movie.
yeah,
Well, it's a family movie.
it's a Looney Tunes movie.
Yes,
That's
it's a family
Family
movie.
movie.
But anyway, so the game's going on, and the scores start to get tied up, and the Monstars decide, shit, Bugs is doing great. We need to injure him to break their morale. So they injure Bugs, and he's like, oh no, and Lola's like, shit, Bugs, you okay, bro? And he's like, nah, man. They're like, we need a sub. So they bring in Bill Murray.
Mm.
And the game continues, and they get to a point, and then
Jordan.
Michael Jordan's like, I gotta get a slam dunk to win the game for some reason, because it's basketball.
It's Michael Jordan in the movie. He has to say
Yeah.
dunk.
So he jumps from one end of the court, basically,
Yeah.
and he goes to do the thing, and the Monstars all start stacking on him. So there's like 7 of them, I
They're
think.
weighing him down.
And they're all on him, and his arm starts to stretch to a cartoonish length because he's
Yes.
a Looney Tune now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he gets the ball in the hoop, and they're all like, "Yeah, Looney Tunes win!" And Danny DeVito is like, "God damn it!" And he's berating his team, and they're all like, come on, get in this ship, we're going home." And they look at him, and the Looney Tunes like, you don't have to go back with him if you don't want to. And they're like, you know what, you're right, we don't. So they stuff him into the ship and send him home without them. And then Michael Jordan's like, you need to give back the talent you stole. And he gets the magic basketball, and they all put their hands on, they all shrink back to normal size, and then they recruit the tiny aliens to be Looney Tune trainees.
Yes.
And then Michael
Clearly none of them
Jordan...
become Looney Tunes.
Obviously, have you seen Looney Tunes?
And then Michael Jordan gets a lift to his baseball game from a spaceship.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the movie. And then I Believe I Can Fly plays as he walks out of the spaceship.
Yes.
It's great.
So I must rewatch this movie.
You must. It's great.
It's pretty good.
Moral of the story.
It's what...
Moral of the story
I think-
is talent is sexually transmitted.
Okay.
Sure.
Damn.
That's 20 years old
I
now.
better go
though,
get me
isn't
some
it?
talent.
Well,
Wow, Harold.
you get some claps for that one, Harold.
Now you're getting the feel of this
yes,
show.
sexy
Tired. Leave me
man.
alone.
Okay, so that was the first Looney Tunes, like, big, like...
Yeah.
Before we start this next description, can I just quickly ask, who's your favourite Looney Tune?
Lola Bunny.
I hate you, you're wrong.
Bugs.
Bugs, fair, that's the same as me.
Bugs or Wile E. Coyote or Tasmanian Devil.
See, mine's Bugs or maybe Tweety Bird.
Why?
I love Tweety Bird.
Everyone loves Tweety Bird.
I don't.
She taught a putty tat.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate
How do
Tweety
you not
Bird.
like Tweety Bird?
No, I actually want Sylvester.
Sylvester was on their team, wasn't he?
I want
You're
Sylvester.
right, Sylvester was on the
I
team.
always wanted Sylvester to eat Tweety for some reason.
Yeah, so
I
did
just
I.
wanted just to get it, like get her and go. All right. Let's
I
eat
like
this little
Sylvester the
pig."
cat.
The rooster. He's
Wait,
like,
Tweety-
Yes, that's what
That's
I was
another
gonna
great
say.
character.
Foghorn
Oh, Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn
He's
Leghorn.
great. He's brilliant.
He's not at all racist.
And like, no.
No. You know what's terrifying? Pepe Le Pew.
Yes, the sexual skunk.
I love Pepe Le
Rapist.
Pew.
Yeah, he is brilliant.
He keeps trying to rape that cat.
should we
Yeah,
go
he
watch
does.
some Looney Tunes after this recording?
Maybe.
Probably, most likely. Yes.
I love Pepe Le Pew though. He's so funny. And that poor cat just always happens to run under like paint and then also like
I think
get the
it's-
white stripe. Yeah.
I think it says a lot about Phoenix that he likes the rapist character.
He's funny. He's French and he always like compliments her about her smell even though she smells like rotten garbage or whatever she falls under.
That's because he's a skunk.
I know, it's
It's-
just like God, I like him.
That's why
But,
I like Wile E. Coyote, because he's just trying to eat.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
I actually have not seen a proper Roadrunner cartoon.
Really?
You're missing out,
Every time
man.
I try to watch it on TV and everything, I buy the collections. I can never find a proper Roadrunner and Wild E. Coyote.
But they're so
Oh,
good.
man, you
Okay,
missed
well,
out.
we're gonna watch one right after this recording because I legitimately have some at least, or it's on Boomerang. Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
I just love like
You're not
yeah.
American, it's Boomerang.
They say
Boomerang.
boomerang in America.
Boomerang is the actual term for the word.
Is it?
Literally doesn't
I
matter.
don't care.
Does not matter. The point being, you're missing out because Wile E. Coyote has like some of the best moments. Like
Yeah,
when he,
oh
when
my
he paints
god.
the like tunnel on the wall so
Yeah.
that the Roadrunner will slam into it, and then it's like runs straight through that wall.
And
Doesn't
then
even
Coyote
matter.
tries to follow,
And he's
and
like,
he's just like,
Wow, I'll follow him. So he runs after and hits the wall.
Which to me signifies that the Roadrunner is able to bend time and
He's a
space.
celestial being.
Yeah.
He's got superpowers.
Yeah.
He's Barry Allen.
fastest man.
He can... No, oh my god! He can move so fast he can phase through things!
Yes!
Oh my
Flash
god, so,
copy.
did we just figure out the Roadrunner
We
is
did!
connected to the Speed
Now
Force?
I want to see a death battle between Roadrunner and the Flash.
Yeah.
My
name is
I don't want to
Roadrunner.
spoil it for you, but it won't go well for one of them. Barry
Flash.
Allen.
No one can beat the Roadrunner, as
Barry-
evidenced by its scent.
Roadrunner's never been
Exactly
beaten.
right. Barry Allen would just be like, "Oh, I'm fighting the Roadrunner," and then, "Oh, my mum's dead." Go back in time again and
Fuck up
save
the
it
time-space
again.
continuum again.
God.
Spoilers for pretty much any Flash-related thing.
But yeah, so the Roadrunner's a good character. He's such a douchebag.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, "Hey Wiley, I see you've been trying to eat me for the last since the show started.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Hey,
reverse
hey,
play with
meep,
your
meep.
food.
Run. It's like, just leave him be. Get him some other food so we'll stop chasing you. Don't
Yeah.
just continue the chase for him. Because the coyote's just like a starving animal.
He's just hungry.
Yeah.
He's got super speed himself, and he's just so hungry.
I want to know how Wile E. Coyote makes his money.
What do you mean?
I mean, he's always on a laptop. Well, not a laptop back in the days, but in modern-ish things, he's on like a computer or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, I'll just buy this from Acme." Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Credit card fraud.
That's a good.
Just
actually.
keeps putting down different names, getting credit cards.
That makes sense.
He is a villain.
He is a villain.
He's
Does
the
what he
villain
wants.
of the story.
Or is Roadrunner the villain?
I feel bad saying
I
he's
know-
the villain, but he's the villain. He makes a cheer for Roadrunner.
He's the villain, but at the same time, we all agree
He's
that
a
he's
sympathetic
the best.
villain.
Yes, he's a sympathetic villain. But I just realized that like spoiler-ish for freaking Back in Action, but in it,
The Looney Tunes.
Yeah, watch out, everyone.
but
Hey, that movie's great.
but there's
No, but it's spoiler.
yeah, there's a scene in it where Wile E. Coyote is hired by the bad guys, Acme, to
Is it Acme?
Acme's the bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
okay.
To
All
to
I remember about
do
Looney
something.
Tunes Back in Action is
Oh,
that
I didn't know you meant Back in Action. I just meant Acme is the.
So I think actually what it is Wile E. Coyote has unlimited use of any of their things because
Yeah,
he's
that's what I
part of
thought. I
their
thought he
team.
was sponsored by them.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Sponsored.
So he tests out all their prototypes.
So that's why they don't work.
Exactly.
Oh,
I don't know if I ever heard that or if that's just a theory someone's told me about.
That has
but
to be a
it's
theory.
blended into my mind, or if it's actually been said in one of like the more, talkative Looney Tunes shows.
I don't think it has.
I don't know.
But anyway, all I remember about Looney Tunes Back in Action, to be completely honest, is that professional wrestler Goldberg was in it.
Really?
Yeah.
As who?
He was a nameless goon who didn't speak, and then at the end he...
Not Goldberg?
No, he might have been Goldberg, but at the end he unzips his suit, he unzips himself, and he turns out to be a female Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, I remember that bit.
But yeah, Ben knows every movie a wrestler's ever been in.
Did you know, speaking of that, just quickly,
Yeah.
See No Evil's now on Netflix.
Of course it is. See No Evil, probably the best movie that WWE Studios has ever made.
Such a good horror film.
Jesus Christ.
Oculus was made by WWE.
Yeah, you told me. That's super good. That's
Yeah.
a good horror film.
Going back to the Looney Tunes though.
Who needs it?
So Wile E. Coyote, right? He gets his stuff from Acme. A lot of the villains do. Do you think the things that Bugs and stuff use are like a different rival company?
They'd be
to
the
Acme?
rival company, I feel.
Or do you think that like Bugs just has the power to create like holes into nothingness and stuff?
Well,
like that?
Bugs Bunny has the power that's like the cartoon power of pretty much your pockets and stuff like, well, one, you can create pockets,
Yeah.
and two, when you reach into your pocket, you can pretty much pull an infinite anything out.
Magic Satchel, it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I think it is the Looney Tunes are engaged in a constant war with each other.
Okay.
And Acme are war profiteers.
Okay.
They are funding both sides of the war and
Sure.
giving faulty equipment to both. But it just so happens that because Bugs is slightly more intelligent
Yeah.
than his enemies, he gets this equipment and is like, this won't work. So he fiddles with it a little bit, and it works.
Yeah. That
And
makes
that's
a lot
why
of
I think
sense.
the good guys always get working equipment. Because they take one look at it and they go, this isn't going to work. So they fiddle with it a bit, and now it works.
Makes sense.
I like Daffy Duck.
I like Daffy Duck as
Daffy
well.
Duck's a dickhead.
Yeah, he's definitely a
He is.
dickhead.
He's ears,
Sorry.
but
I like him though with his like thing.
With his lisp.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Going to like Back in Action.
Oh,
He's
God.
like the best character in that. He
He is.
gets fired from
Hmm.
Warner Brothers
no,
because
he get.
I
remember
have
now.
seen this. I have 100%
He gets-
seen this movie.
He gets fired from Warner Brothers by the Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
There's two guys who look identical, and they are the titular Warner Brother.
I like it.
yeah,
He goes, Warner Brother, other Warner Brother. It's
Very
the
cool.
best.
it is pretty good.
Don't
But,
be Warner Brother.
You're right, I do. But I can't do a Daffy Duck impression.
No, why bother? But
Do you want to hear my New York accent?
oh no.
No.
Okay.
I feel like that's the right answer there, right, Phoenix?
Pretty much.
I'm not good at impressions.
But yeah. So like the story of Back in Action because it's a great movie. Is Daffy Duck and he is getting fired because
He's not as popular
he's
as
not
Bugs.
as popular as Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's like the guy everyone knows and loves.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Right? And they're filming a scene or
Yeah.
something like that, and basically Bugs is just like, oh, why is Daffy even here? I can do the scene by myself, kind of. But Daffy gets fired, and then he goes to live with Brendan Fraser's character. I remember. Does he get Brendan Fraser fired?
Think so.
Probably most likely.
Yeah, he gets Brendan Fraser fired because they collapsed the Warner Brothers water tower
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
at the studio.
Yeah. So Brendan Fraser and him are fired, and Brendan Fraser goes home, and there was a girl Brendan Fraser liked, by the way.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah. So
I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't
So
seen
This
the whole
description
thing.
is beautiful.
right?
Phoenix.
I'm great at telling this
This is
story.
a group of men who kind of remember the movie, describing it to each other.
So then,
This is the literal version of the blind leading the blind.
yeah, pretty much. But no, so Brendan Fraser goes home, he finds out Daffy Duck's there, and Brendan Fraser's dad, like his character's dad, was in a lot of spy movies.
Mm.
And Daffy Duck was like, wait a second, your dad's super spy this person? And he's like, no, my dad's the actor who was this person. And then,
But twist! He
He's
actually
actually a
was a
spy.
super spy.
That's right. I remember this. Yeah, yep.
and then there's a video
Will
of,
just mime shooting himself in the head.
then there's a video of like Brendan Fraser's dad character.
Wow, Phoenix, I hate to interrupt this super interesting description, but let's create a Looney Tunes character instead.
But I was about to get to the actual story.
We'll do that after we're done.
Oh my god. Alright.
Just sit quietly
Okay.
and enjoy your headache.
So
Wake me
really
up
quick.
when we're over.
Really quick.
Dot point forms.
Really
go.
quick. So Brendan Fraser's dad's a spy. There's a video of him getting beaten up.
Not by
He's
the
like,
guys, yeah.
you gotta go.
Is there? I don't remember.
There is.
this.
There is.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
all they go on the mission for.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, you gotta go to Vegas. So they go to Vegas.
Where Yosemite Sam owns a casino.
Yeah.
Yep, makes sense.
So they get a card from Foghorn Leghorn. There's the classic line where it's like they're playing blackjack, and he's like, "Hit me, and Yosemite Sam's like, I said hit me," and so then Foghorn Leghorn hits him over the head, and then
Comedy.
there's a spy stripper.
Is there?
Yes.
Who's she played by? I presume it's a she.
It is a she. I don't know. I think her name in the movie's Dusty. Or
Okay.
something like that. Anyway.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, she's like, I'm a spy. And then they drive off. No! Sorry, before that happens, Bugs Bunny goes to Brendan Fraser's place because he thinks that Daffy's there. Because Daffy sends him a video being like, I'm hitting the road or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bugs
because
goes there.
the Warner Brothers, after they fired Daffy, the woman that Brendan Fraser liked convinced them to fire Daffy, and
Yeah.
they instantly regretted it. So they went to her and they're like, we want our duck back. She's
Yeah.
like, alright, well, I'll go get him. And like, take Bugs with you. You'll need his backup because he misses Daffy. So they go to Brendan Fraser's dad's house where Brendan Fraser lived.
And they do a Scream parody.
They do a Scream parody. And previously, Daffy Duck was all like, let's take your dad's spy car. And they took like a Buick or something.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have a spy car. And then Bugs and the girl walk into the garage where the car should be, and they push a button, and a spy car comes out
and
of the
that's the
floor.
spy car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, they get there, they find each other, there's a big car chase.
Yep, makes sense.
And then they get in the spy car, and then they're driving, and then they're in the sky, runs out of petrol.
Don't they get to Area 51 at some point?
Yeah, they get to Area 51.
Isn't there a Dalek in Area 51?
Probably.
There is.
But
There's a bit where they're in Area 51 with fucking
Marvin
Marvin
the
the
Martian.
Martian.
Yeah.
And there's a Dalek there as well for some reason.
Mm,
but
Because
anyway,
science fiction.
why not?
anyway, so they're flying.
Fucking hate Doctor Who.
Their car is flying, it runs out of fuel, and then they're in the desert, and they're like, man, we're in the desert, where are we going? Everyone's thirsty. And then there's a Walmart. And they're like,
That's
they
right,
do
there
like
is
a
too!
Walmart sponsorship where they're like, wow, isn't it great that Mirage there was an actual Walmart? with the cheapest prices everywhere in like all new locations. And then they find Area 52, right? And because Area 51's a cover up so that no one thinks to check Area 52.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman there's insane. And I'm pretty sure it's Joan Cusack,
Makes sense.
right?
How does this movie end?
This movie ends with
Does it ever end?
they go to
When
France.
Phoenix is explaining it.
They go to France. Pepe Le Pew's there.
Makes sense.
They go to the Louvre. They hop through different paintings.
Looney Tunes style, got it.
Yeah. And the card that they got in Vegas,
Yeah.
actually has a secret thing where when you look through it at the Mona Lisa, it shows a map. So then,
Da Vinci Code.
yeah. So then, they use that map and they're trying to find a thing called the Blue Monkey. And the
Why?
Blue Monkey, because Acme's after it.
But
And they've got
why?
to stop Acme.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Did they win in the end?
No. Yes. But...
There we go! Explain!
Not yet!
Done!
Not yet. I'm
I like
almost
how you
done.
guys are mad at him for taking our time. He's taking no longer than I took.
I know that.
I'm almost done.
I know that, and I sat through that one.
So they leave France. They leave France. They go to find the blue monkey, and the blue monkey is they're trying to find it because Acme's after it because the head of Acme turns people into monkeys, and
Yes.
he thinks that if he turns the whole world into monkeys, he can enslave all of them to make Acme products for zero cost because you don't have to pay monkeys.
You're right.
But who would buy them?
The Looney Tunes.
No, he would make them all, and then bad Looney Tunes, and then when everyone's finished making all the products they need, he would sell them to them.
Fair enough.
But they get there, Tweety Bird's there, and what's the grandma's name?
I don't know.
Just
Granny.
Grandma.
Yeah, let's
Granny.
say Granny. She's there, and then she's not the Granny. She unzips herself like the guy does to become female
Goldberg.
Tasmanian devil.
His name is Goldberg.
Yeah. So she unzips herself, and it's actually like I think the dad, Brendan Fraser's dad. Then he unzips himself, and it's the bad guy, and then they win. I don't remember how. And then they make a joke about Brendan Fraser being Brendan Fraser at some point.
Well,
Anyway, so that's
George of
that.
the Jungle 2 makes a joke about Brendan Fraser being Brendan Fraser.
George of the Jungle 2 is a shit film.
Oh, but it's got a hilarious line which is like where they go, "Hey, you're not the real George." And he goes, "No, studio was too cheap to pay Brendan Fraser." I was like, "That's the best line in any movie ever."
Alright, Will, stop playing your
truth.
phone.
At least Disney can like say
So
yes.
you wanted to create a Looney Tunes character.
You can't just
Well,
create a Looney Tune.
It's true.
I feel like I
Okay.
could. The animal is a fox.
Alright,
The animal is a fox.
we'll judge.
Why?
Yeah, I want.
Because none of us want to fuck with perfection.
I don't want
Right.
to fuck with
We will call her
perfection.
Farrah,
I just want to
and her last
join
will be
in.
Fox, and be Farrah Fox.
Farrah Fox, yeah. See?
What's the gimmick?
She's a girl. She has to have a little, I don't know.
It's not easy, is it, boys?
I'm gonna say there's chickens involved.
Okay.
And she's like the bad guy, but you root for the bad guy.
This is Sylvester.
No,
You've
it's
just
not.
made Sylvester
No,
the cat, but a fox.
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of repeats in Looney Tunes.
True, yeah. Bugs Bunny himself is actually a repeat.
Yeah.
He's Daffy Duck, but slightly more sane.
More
And better.
same?
Yeah,
He's
actually.
better. He's better.
If you originally Daffy Duck was just completely insane, and they're like, we need to scale this back, so they started scaling it back, but at the same time they're like, let's also make a bunny version, and they made Bugs, and he was a bit more structured than Daffy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He's also better logo, like better for the logos than it.
I like
he's not in the
Porky
logo.
Pig.
Porky Pig is.
No, I mean like for like Warner Brothers and stuff. Whenever you see like the Warner Brothers thing on television
yeah.
and stuff, he comes out and chews a rabbit.
Yeah,
Not
for,
rabbit. He's
for
not
Warner
chewing
Brothers.
rabbit. Choose the.
He
cat.
chews
Warner
another
Brothers.
rabbit. He's a cannibal.
Just imagine that.
The gritty 90s reboot of the Looney Tunes.
He's just chewing off like a little rabbit head.
God.
So, anyway, a fox, yeah?
Pretty much, Fox trying to convince the chickens that they want to go back to, like, his
Mansion.
pond.
No,
Her
'cause
pond.
her-
'Cause you said it was
It's
yours.
it's better because we're living in 2016. It has
Why
to be
is she
female.
living in a pond if she's a
I didn't
fox?
say pond, I said pot.
Pot?
Yeah, as in to cook and eat.
Oh, so her
So
fox
she's
den
pretty
has
much-
a pot in it.
Yes.
A
And
big
she's pretty-
cooking pot.
Yes, and she's pretty much, that's the goal of her.
They're little baby
to
chickens
trick
too.
The chickens, they can be baby chickens.
It's just funnier.
To-
I
then
assume
you, then,
that-
you got, then you got the
To
adult
go
chicken trying to
back-
get
yeah.
her baby chickens back, like
Yeah.
you usually do with every other Looney Tunes.
There we go.
What's her regional American accent?
It'd be a sly, smart, kind of
Southern.
sexy. No, I think it needs to be a bit sexy.
No,
kinda.
I think
I'd
Southern's
say that
better.
she uses boards, like signs, that have what she's saying written on it.
No, because...
This is
no.
That's just blatantly taking of Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, well,
At least Sylvester can
yeah,
talk.
Southern, I guess.
Southern Belle.
Yeah.
Southern Belle.
Yeah, Southern Belle.
But we've already got Foghorn Leghorn.
No,
He's
but,
a Southern man.
but he's a man, not a
He's a
woman.
belle to me.
You're fucked. And with that bombshell.
Well, I feel like I went pretty well.
You did. You did.
I feel like she should have a northwestern American accent.
No,
I don't
because
think
it's a
so.
fucking fox.
It's a fox. It works better with
So?
Southern.
It's a Southern
Why
accent.
would it be southern?
Because it
Because
just
it's a fucking
does.
fox!
Yeah, why would it be southern? It should be northwestern. So
Why
it's
should it be
like-
Northwestern?
Why not?
That way,
Oregon
Fox.
and
Song
stuff
of the
like
South.
that.
Song of the South, right? You know that
Does
great.
South have foxes? Does it commonly have foxes?
Well, they have Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox and stuff in Song
That's
of the
true.
South, so it makes sense for it to be
Okay.
Southern.
Cool.
It's just better than
Logic.
Southern.
Okay.
I do like the Southern Belle. She's from Queens. I've decided she's from Queens.
There are no
everyone.
foxes
No,
in
she's
New York.
not from Queens.
We are not having the nanny in this, okay?
And I want
Stop.
Fran Drescher to play this character.
No, we can have the baby goat warrior, but we can't have the nanny.
Okay, the Baby Goat Warrior. I'm happy with that.
Alright, so, with that bombshell, we've created a Looney Tune, we've explained 2 movies. I think
Lord.
it's time to go. I've been Ben.
I've been Phoenix.
I've been reluctantly Will.
I've been Harold.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
That's all, folks.
Oh, I think you did a pretty good job.
Oh, good. Talking about Looney Tunes.
Pretty happy about it. They said it couldn't be done.
Check it out, y'all ready for this? Nah, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ready for this? Come on, check it out. Y'all ready to jam? I don't think so. Y'all ready to jam? Come on.
If you would like to send the boys topics for the hat, contact us on Facebook or Twitter. Links are in the description.